Imagine going to work one day. You think it's going to be a normal day, but then you hear the faint noise of plane overhead. At first, you think nothing of it, but then you go outside and see the planes dropping bombs. This is exactly what happened to the people at Pearl Harbor. I first heard about this historic event when I was a junior in high school, learning about it in American history class. Since then, this topic has interested me a lot. The purpose of this speech is to inform you in detail about Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is an important historic event because it is what got us into World War II. I will talk about the background information before the attack, during the attack on Pearl Harbor, and what happened after the attack. First, we'll talk about the background information. Where is Pearl Harbor? Pearl Harbor is a small island in Hawaii. According to History.com, it is about 2,000 miles from the U.S. and approximately 4,000 miles from Japan. What was Pearl Harbor? Pearl Harbor was and still is an active naval base. Lots of the U.S. Navy was stored on this island, along with 8 main battleships and over 300 airplanes. Now, what happened before the attack? Before the attack, Japan planned a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. They wanted to take out as much of the U.S. Navy as possible. So on December 7th, 1941, Japan left to attack. According to imw.org, 183 Japanese planes took off and flew to Pearl Harbor. They left and started the attack at 8 a.m. Some people believe that the U.S. let the attack happen. However, this is not known for sure. According to Britannica.com, they believe that they wanted to use this as a backdoor to the war. Americans wanted to stay out of the war because they just were in World War I and they did not think that they needed to be in that war. But if Japan was attacked, they would have to get into the war, otherwise we will be shown as weak. That was the only option we would have, and that is why some people think that they let Japan attack Pearl Harbor. This is what happened during the attack. The attack only lasted 2 hours, but the Japanese did a lot of damage. According to History.com, the Japanese destroyed 20 ships, they did damage to all 8 battleships, and they destroyed over 300 airplanes. History.com said that they also destroyed boat docks along with airstrips. And finally, the most disappointing number was 2,403. That was how many Americans died that day on Pearl Harbor. According to Census.gov, there was also 1,178 people injured during the attack. Though that attack was successful, Japanese thought it was successful. And to be honest, it was. They caught us by surprise and they took out a lot of our Navy. But it would not end well for Japan. Now, what happened after the war? After the war, this attack on Pearl Harbor made us join into World War II. According to nationalww2museum.org, Japanese Americans were taken from their homes and put in camps. They were not treated very well in those camps. They had little to no freedom, and they never saw their families, or rarely saw their families. Then we attacked Japan back. We attacked Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We destroyed a lot of the cities, and we even dropped an atomic bomb on them. Then we would get into World War II, but that is a story for a different time. I informed you about the background information, what happened before the attack, what happened during the attack, and what happened after the attack on Pearl Harbor. The main reason this attack was important because it is what got us into World War II. Now you'll know what happened on this important historic date on December 7th, 1941.